you talked about that everything you do revolves around consumer, content, customers/clients, and then competition. Could you sort of go through those 4 C's and talk about them in relation to where things stand today with Peacock TV and NBCU?
Yeah. The next one is our customers. Like, advertisers are the backbone here. Like, once you focus on the users, next thing is like, how do we focus on the advertisers and make sure they're getting what they're looking for out of the experience of working with us. And in doing that, we're trying to have conversations with advertisers and marketers about, again, just what are the most important things today for you? Are there different KPIs that historically you didn't think TV could drive? Well, we have a lot of opportunity now. We can do a lot of things. We can change the model. We can, reach consumers across screens. We can, with smart TVs, give them the opportunity to engage in ways that they couldn't before. So what is important to you at this moment, and how can we, create experiences that can help you now? That's different than what you needed yesterday, and that frankly might be different tomorrow. And then the last one is competition. Always got to keep an eye out. My mother always said, keep your head on a swivel. But in that case, it's really not just about, keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak. It's, again, back to the consumer. Everything sort of loops back to the consumer and the viewer. But for competition, it's about how is the shifting video landscape sort of changing viewer expectations. We all know that we're consuming video content sort of everywhere. Everything is content now. Whether it's, like I said, on your phone, it's in your car, it's on screens at a hotel, it's in the elevator. Like, that's one of the things that's gotten me recently. It's just like being able to kind of watch content in elevators. Like, what are we doing now?
Right.
But, with things like that, users are sort of taking in content and video everywhere. So it's not so much about competition directly of like, what is Hulu doing? What is Disney doing? What is Paramount doing? It's more about if a viewer is coming to Peacock and they've been able to do, something somewhere else, they're bringing that expectation with them to us. They don't care that it's a different company. They don't care that it's a different platform. In some cases, they don't care that it's a different screen. All they know is, I could do that here and I can't do it with you. Why not? What's the problem? You suck. Everything is extreme now. It goes from I love you to I hate you very quickly.
Right.
But it's I want to be able to do that thing that I enjoy elsewhere with you. Why can't you do it? So for us, it's just being mindful of I use Instagram sometimes as an example of like, we all kind of got used to, one, the idea of scrolling. And then the idea of like, oh, this is cool, interesting, swipe up, bye. Like just being able to kind of do that very quickly. Now, we know we're not necessarily scrolling per se on larger screens, on like CTV, but still that idea of like, I see this is cool, I want to buy it. Linear, we were never really able to do that. Or dial 1-800 and call right now and get this into your house. But now it's like, I can't swipe, I can't click, I want to do, why can't I do this? What is wrong with you guys? And it's always like, what is wrong with you? So just being mindful of those kinds of things and saying, all right, if users are looking for that, how do we fill that need? How do we meet that expectation? And not just meet it, exceed that expectation. So that's that last C, that competition. It's not just competitive for competitive sake. It's just making sure that, again, we're serving that consumer, because if they get frustrated, if they leave, if they're not an advocate, if they're not bringing other people into the platform, we're already falling behind.